I'm Robin Seville with BrideAccess.com. I have the wonderful pleasure of standing here with Kevin Eubank from the KSL weather team.
Yeah.
Kevin, great to be here with you today.
Oh, it's always been a lot of fun to be with you, and also your great website and all the great things you do at BrideAccess.
Oh, thank you very much. One of the things that Kevin and the team and his dad did is they created an exclusive weather page for BrideAccess.com. This means that brides can get an idea what the weather's going to be on their wedding, even if it's weeks or months away. But I want to ask Kevin a couple questions about his own wedding day.
It was fantastic. It's been 15 years since I married my sweetheart, Jana. We actually met in high school. I went on an LDS mission and got home, and then we ended up getting married. But you'd think that the weather guy could maybe coordinate a beautiful day for a nice sunny day. We got married in January, and it had snowed 8 to 12 inches the night before. My wife was just terrified that people were going to slip, that grandparents were going to have problems. Truth of the matter is, by the time we were in and got out of the actual ceremony, that by the time we came out, the sun had come out. It was beautiful and white all over the place. Just that, you know, that brand new snow feeling.
The trees were covered.
Trees were covered, and they plowed everything, so it was great. The pictures were beautiful, although cold. They were beautiful, but it was actually very, very memorable for a number of reasons.
You know, and I've seen many wonderful snow-covered weddings, and sometimes the brides really fret. What's the weather going to be like on that day? Is it going to rain? Is it going to snow? Is it going to be too hot or too cold? I think your dad said many times, there's no such thing as bad weather. There's just different kinds of good weather, right?
That's exactly right.
And brides need to consider, if it does rain on that day, sometimes the umbrella is a prop, and it's a beautiful prop.
That's right. There's so many things that you can plan for and arrange for and actually design in regards to your wedding. Weather is not one of them. It's just part of the deal. There's no, at least I don't know of, and if you find somebody, please let me know. We'd love to know who they are. If you could control that, we all would, but you can't. So you're exactly right. You've got to take with what's given and make it your memory. Make it, whether it's snow or rain or umbrella or whatever the conditions are, it's your special day, and it will be special if you embrace that. And you're exactly right.
Well, and the photographer or videographer, they use the weather as part of the background, which is a beautiful element to add. One of the things we like to say at BrideAccess is there's no such thing as a perfect wedding. However, redefine your expectations, and your wedding will be perfectly wonderful. So if it does rain or the weather's not exactly what you were dreaming about that day, it's okay. It will be perfectly wonderful.
And there's so many great memories you're going to take from that wedding day. Most of the time, the weather's going to be the very, very back part of that memory. So just enjoy it while you're there and just have a special day.
Did you get down on one knee when you proposed to your wife?
I did get down on one knee.
And she said yes right away?
Absolutely not. She took her time, she considered things, and she figured, yeah, I guess he'll pass. And so she said yes.
And 4 kids later now.
4 kids later, 15 years. It's been a great ride.
And I asked Kevin before the camera was rolling, has it been all bliss? And he said yes.
For the most part, yeah. We've been healthy, the kids have been healthy, and so every marriage has their ups and downs, and the road's a little bit steep and rough, but if you go in thinking that it is going to be just smooth sailing and smooth, you're going to have a rude awakening. I think every marriage has a little bit of everything.
But it's wonderful in the growth process, isn't it?
Well, you grow together, and that's what you want. You're there to help and support each other, and when you get married, it's a team. All of a sudden now you kind of leave the individuals on the side and you work together as a team to make it better.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much for providing the weather service at BrideAccess.com for brides. We know that it's one of the most loved areas of our website. We have people at reception centers who work at the reception center say, brides ask all the time, what's the weather going to be like? It can be July 15th. We know it's probably going to be hot and dry, and they're still wondering what the weather's going to be like.
Well, I got to tell you, Robin, it's a little bit self-serving. We had so many requests before BrideAccess.com did this that now they all go to you to get their forecast. So for us, it's less work because we've been able to consolidate it and put it in one great place, one easy access for all those moms and the brides.
Yeah, well, tell them how they do that again. They just hit the weather tab up there, don't they?
Go to BrideAccess.com, actually go to the weather section, and when you get there, you actually are looking for this little blue box. That little blue box right there is going to give you access to get in. You get to pick your date. You can pick, like you said, a week ahead, a month ahead, 2 months ahead, a year ahead. It's going to give you the exact kind of conditions you can expect. You're talking about sunrise and sunset, your average high and low, and then a breakdown by hour. A lot of people are trying to say, well, we're going to do this at a certain time, and then we're going to go outside here. What's it like by hour? And this gives you that breakdown by hour, which is great.
Well, there you go, brides. It's right there. Thank you again, Kevin. Thank you to your dad and the KSL weather team. You're watching BrideAccess.com.